morning. My name is Megan Wagner and I will be today's anchor. It is undeniable that the 2016 presidential campaigns have created one of the most remarkable presidential elections the United States has ever experienced. This is due to the fact that the claims made by the candidates have been absurd and even insane at times. The focus of the candidates' speeches has often shifted from our nation to attacking one another. Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton, the former Secretary of State and wife of former President Bill Clinton, is no different than any of the other candidates. However, the question still remains, does she or does she not tell the truth? Today's PolitiFact will focus primarily on the claims made for and against Clinton, to scale her on the truth-o-meter. Are her claims true, mostly true, halfway true, mostly false, or are her pants on fire? To help us with this, we have truth-o-meter experts Anna and Caroline who have followed Clinton's campaign and fact-checked her the whole way. Good morning, Caroline. Hillary claims that the middle class doesn't have enough money to raise a family. In order to fix this, we would need to raise the minimum wage and provide better jobs. She quotes, "We all need to work together to break down the barriers holding back our families and our country. Because the middle class needs a raise, and more good jobs. Jobs that pay enough for a family to live on." Is this information correct?
Good morning. According to statistics, 44.1% of children live in low-income families. The president is currently working to raise the minimum wage to $10.10, which will increase the income for millions of workers. The living wage can range from $9.33 in Louisiana to $15 in Washington, D.C., depending on location. This claim is mostly true.
So Anna, Hillary is known to be in favor of Barack Obama's installation of Obamacare and quoted in her Super Tuesday victory speech, "We now have insured 90% of Americans thanks to President Obama, and now we've got to finish the job and get to 100%. Is this true?
She received a lot of heat for this statement, saying it wasn't true, but after fact-checking the statement, we've decided it's true. CNN, NBC, and CBS all helped confirm this. They did research on the effect of Obamacare, and they determined at the end of 2015, 9 out of 10 or 90% of people had insurance, which confirms Hillary's statement. However, to complete the second half of her statement, which is to insure 100% of Americans, this will be hard. She'll have to insure 32 million more Americans.
Caroline, Hillary Clinton made this claim during a speech on counterterrorism at Stanford University. One thing we know that does not work is offensive, inflammatory rhetoric that demonizes all Muslims. Another thing we know that does not work, based on lots of empirical evidence, is torture. What are your thoughts on this?
On the truth-o-meter, we would rate this claim as mostly true. Based on expert findings, we can confidently say that torture is an ineffective way of obtaining information. When somebody is being tortured, their main priority becomes stopping the torture, not telling the truth. They will say anything to stop the torture, and the information they provide cannot be quickly proven.
Anna, one of the negative claims against Hillary was made by Donald Trump after she insulted him during one of her speeches, and later that day he tweeted, "Remember that I am self-funding my campaign. Hillary, Jeb, and the rest are spending special interest in lobbyist money, 100% controlled." What are your thoughts?
In this statement, Trump was trying to say that Hillary was too controlled, and she was just saying what her larger donors wanted her to, and that she wasn't being truthful. Well, this statement isn't really true. Hillary does accept donations, but she's used her own money for her campaign as well, and she's stuck close to her belief. For example, only 3% of her donations have come from people in the finance and investment world. Once again, Trump was slamming his candidates with lies, because yes, she does not accept donations, but she has stayed with her beliefs.
So Caroline, Donald Trump has claimed that Hillary Clinton supports the idea of building a wall in Israel to prevent Muslims from entering, but doesn't support the wall on the U.S. border to keep illegal immigrants out. Donald Trump said she supported a wall for Israel when it was politically expedient. Now she is for open borders and flooding the country with unvetted refugees from countries that are exporting terrorism. What are your thoughts on this statement?
This quote is from Hillary's 2004 resolution, which shows her support for the wall in Israel. The security fence is a necessary and proportional response to the campaign of terrorism by Palestinian militants. Hillary claims that since the construction of the fence, the number of attacks have declined 90%. This is a true claim.
Hillary also made the following claim. "I'm the only candidate in the Democratic primary, or actually on either side, who Wall Street financiers and hedge fund managers are actually running ads against. So I find this, again, a kind of, circuitous way to raise questions about my record." Any thoughts, Anna?
Hillary's pants might as well be on fire, because these claims are completely false. Is Hillary being attacked more by Wall Street than her Democratic opponent Bernie Sanders? Yes. But is she the only one being attacked? No. If you look at the chart above with statistics provided by Robert McGuire, you can see that Wall Street financiers have spent over $28.5 million on running opposing ads against Trump, $7.9 million against Rubio, $4.8 million against Cruz, $3.6 million against Christie, $23 million against Kasich, and $1.2 million against Clinton, and just $55,000 against Sanders. All of the strong candidates, excluding Bernie Sanders, have had more Wall Street ads run against them. Now, does it really sound like Hillary is the only one being attacked?
Today, we would like to conclude this PolitiFact presentation by ranking Hillary Clinton's overall claims on the Truthometer. Based on the claims we have studied, we have found her to be half true. The 2016 presidential election has undoubtedly been unlike any other. Who will come out on top? Only time will tell.